industry of like adult films. Was it what you expected doing your first scene? You had to do moonsaults off the top rope.
Oh my God.
I have implants.
I feel like I know him from somewhere. Why?
Why not?
I mean, I thought about it for a long while before I did it. I mean, I got a lot of uproar from the whole industry, but who are they to judge me?
Yeah, I mean, what are they?
They can all go to hell. They don't pay my bills.
No, you got a point.
And that's that.
Sometimes, like, listening to that music, I don't know, but I've been on like a crocus kick all day today. So hence that's why I have my original jersey, which is so much fun. I love digging up all of my old concert jerseys. So as you know, this is a super big week. It's Wrestlecon. It's WrestleMania week this week in Philadelphia. And I have to say, She's Hardcore has the best table in the convention, or the best looking table, the most interesting one. Here's what the table looks like a little bit, like some of the guests. Where the fuck? Okay, there we go. So we have, yeah, there's a lot of people. Of course, we're not all going to be there like on the same day, but it's going to be really cool because I don't think a lot of fans have seen Veronica Caine since she's sort of been on the East Coast doing her nurse thing, which I'll have her explain to all of you. Oh, there are the comments. Hi, Paul. Hi, John Jay. Hi, Scott. Hey, Jamal. How are you? It's good to see everyone on this Manic Monday. Thank you so much for joining me. It's going to be a week. I know it. So some of the things we have are like really cool at the table. We had a bunch of new things made up specifically for Wrestlecon. So Necro Butcher, because of his love of baseball, decided to have a baseball card as a trading card. It's pretty cool. And like the back of it outlines all of his accomplishments in wrestling. I totally forgot that he was in the movie The Wrestler. Hey, Kevin. Hi, Eric. I know you wouldn't miss tonight's. Hey, Tim. Hi, Ian. Yeah. Eric, I know that you just come and go as you please. You know, I know sometimes, you know, you do some kind of unfaithful things, but it's okay because you always catch up on the restreams. And I want to thank you guys for joining me on the restreams because that definitely counts. And thank you for joining the YouTube page. If you're having fun with these, make sure you subscribe to this page. And also every Wednesday, there's a brand new episode of Crazy Train Podcast. And also, let me just show you a really quick thing, by the way. So we have to give a big shout out to our friend at Rock and Horror Apparel. So make sure you check that shit out because she made some amazing things for Veronica. But also, if you're just into like, I don't know, rock and horror films, not horror films, definitely check it out. And by the way, if you want to have the steamiest threesome in the world, I encourage you to go to adamandeve.com. And I don't know, we could have some kind of a, you know, you and me, Adam and Eve, you know, some kind of a threesome. If you put in the code Crazy Train, with Crazy with a K, you get up to 50% off and up to 10 free items. So go to adamandeve.com and spice it up wherever you are, whether it's in your mom's basement, in your bedroom, with your mistress, your madam, or I don't know, whatever you guys have. I think the basement sounds more like it. But did someone say, yes, I did. That would be me that said that, Wolfman. And here, I'll pop up the I'll pop up her banner again really quick. It's an old friend of ours named Lizzie. Here you go. Totally go on it. And it's all about supporting small businesses. But before we bring Veronica on, I just have to show this to you because we do have the best looking table at Wrestlecon this year. You see? So this is an extreme collaboration. This is what happens when smart people actually collaborate. But I love Veronica's trading cards. They're so badass. You can get them at the show. In any case, I'm going to be bringing her on. I think she like dressed up for me. It just sickens me when all my guests dress up and like here I am flubbing this shit. Hi.
I wore my most formal overalls for you. Just in case you miss your friend Hillbilly.
Oh my God. I don't really miss him yet because like I think he'll always be like it somehow will pop up here and there, on my feeds and everything. Yeah, but it looks way better on you. I think
I mean,
everyone can agree with me on that. Everyone's saying hi.
Hi
Yeah,
everyone. Sorry,
Paul's there.
I didn't have time to
I love those.
do the catfish for you. So you're gonna get
It's not low rank though, but your glasses are really sharp. It reminds me of actually I'm drinking my Audrey Hepburn from that cup today. So it reminds me of her glasses.
a little bit, huh? Yeah. Yeah.
So you have some really cool stuff going on. I was showing this to everyone before.
Yeah.
So she's hardcore. You see, guys?
So good.
That's what I'm saying. I know. So people want to know, obviously, how you came up with that. They have to know.
How I came up with She's Hardcore.
Yeah, not the 2 buns in your hair.
Oh yeah, no, nobody wants to know where I came up with it. I think it's because I've said that like people have said it to me before, and I always just thought it was funny. They're like, "Oh, you're hardcore," because of one thing or another that I did, and I always just thought it was funny. I'm like, "Oh, I'm hardcore." But no, I mean, I just like the spirit of it. It's when you do something and you go all out and then you are laser focused on one thing, and whether it's a skill, a hobby, music, film, whatever, wrestling, whatever it may be. Anyway, yeah, it's just something that just sort of like stuck in my head one day, and I was like, "That's hardcore. She's hardcore." And then I would point out people and be like, "Oh, they're hardcore," whatever. So it just kind of stuck, and I needed something to sort of start off this the YouTube journey. So that's where we're starting off.
Yeah, and Eric loves your YouTube, by the way. Eric here, and everyone says hi. I know Eric's been waiting for you. This other Eric. Eric has been waiting forever. Yes, we love you too, Mike, and we look forward to seeing you at the table. And West Coast Millennial has been excited about this for weeks now. He was like begging me. I'm like, okay, dude, bro, like don't beg, man. Seriously, no, he didn't do that. But yeah, this is interesting because now Veronica Caine. I know everyone knows Veronica Caine from the 2000s, early 2000s, and then clearly from like wrestling, duh. And when I ran into her a couple of years ago when XPW relaunched, she was doing this whole thing with nursing. But I think that you saw an opportunity because I don't know of any companies that have a nurse, like an actual registered nurse in the back doing anything.
I mean, there may be, because there's a lot of companies out there, and there's a lot of people that probably, jump in and help. Like I said, a lot of times it's, probably not anyone with official training. It's, someone's girlfriend, wife, husband, somebody that's there to help out that just cares, basically. I just, happen to have been doing this registered nurse thing for the last like almost 15 years. And when I kind of started to get back into the deathmatch wrestling scene, I was like, oh, like I was always wanting to jump in, and do something to help out. And, whenever I would see people injured, and it just sort of blossomed into like, this is a way that I could be more helpful. And, I look for things that could be more helpful, to have around, or just to know, knowledge to have, tools to have, that kind of thing. So, yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, I think it's great. And everyone knows you from the shows and your love for it. Now I keep seeing Big Joe like posting these gross photos. Like I'm looking at this first thing in the morning. I want to throw up. There's some big piece of glass or something in was it in his butt cheek or no, it was in his leg.
Yeah, I think there was an arm thing. I think there was an arm thing one time too that was pretty like that. I remember that post being pretty like, yeah. Yeah. several layers of tissue were sliced open there. So yeah, some things obviously like we're not going to be able to take care of. on the premises, and, but it's good to have somebody there to make that call, or to help make that call for someone like, this, you probably really, don't want to just have me super glue it, or, yeah.
Sabu once closed his own wound with his hair. Like, he took a piece of hair out and he's like sewing it back. I'm like, dude, that's hardcore.
That's hardcore.
Like now. Yeah, that's
right there. That's it. Yeah.
And then you have Follow the Bleeders as well. Tell us about that, because that's another big community thing, a big thing for people that are first responders in the business that want to get involved and help.
Yeah. So, it just like things started sprouting creatively out of my mind the last few months, and Follow the Bleeder was just something that sort of popped in my mind. Like, this is what I do. Like, when I'm backstage, I'm watching the match, I'm waiting for them to come back behind the curtain, and then I'm chasing around the one that needs, probably needs my attention first, or the most, or whatever. And then I thought, I can't be the only one that's doing this. There's, got to be people out there, and it would be cool to be able to, exchange information and knowledge. And so I made a little Facebook group, and it's on Facebook. It's called Follow the Bleeders, and it's basically, I just kind of reached out and was like, hey, is anybody doing this? And like within just a few minutes, I got hit up from somebody in Australia that he's an actual EMT that works deathmatch wrestling shows. So a few people have joined the group, and I'm trying to hopefully try to like incorporate some of the stuff that I figure out and learn to those people, so we can spread it around, spread the love.
Yeah, he was cute too. I know that Ruthless Pro Wrestling has a mobile nurse station, that's what they said. So I'm really curious to see that this week. Now, this is your first Wrestlecon, right?
Yes.
Are you excited? What do you think of it so far? Because it's been a heck of a time to get ready for.
Yeah. And I mean, it was just like on a whim. Like, I haven't been living in Philly that long. It's only been a little over a year. And, plus I just got back into wrestling the last 2 years ago. So how crazy is it that right after I moved to Philly, like a year later, Mania is here, and all this, all this goodness is just like buzzing in my, now hometown. So when they announced that Philly was going to be the location, I don't know. I just immediately, like, I went on the Wrestlecon site and, grabbed up a couple tables, hit you up, and we're like, hey, you want to go in on this? You're like, yeah. And got a rental, an Airbnb, because I figured I'm gonna grab it now, before anyone figures out, that there's going to be 40,000 people in town looking for a place to stay. So I got a good deal. It's funny because they just hit me up. They're like, hey, if you want to add Wednesday night, you can have it for $187. And if you want to add Sunday night, you can have it for $410 or whatever. I was like, yeah. Fuck. Yeah. So I'm like, no, it might be slumber party on my floor for whoever's left, or, it might be every man for themselves on Sunday night. We'll see.
Well, you definitely, you have your hands full with this.
Yeah. And then you and I just started rolling and collaborating and coming up with, fun ideas. And, the idea was just get a couple tables and, just start throwing it out there. Not just throwing it out there, but people who, I felt like deserve a spotlight. You and I know several people, that are amazing. They're, incredibly talented, or their persona in the ring, or they're a rising star, or, whatever they are, that just makes them special. And every single person that's going to be there is just somebody that works their balls off. It's there's no slackers, it's professionals. And I'm pretty excited to get there and kind of be working with everybody. So
it's going to be great. I'm like excited to see everyone. Like Lindsay, we haven't seen in forever. And if you guys don't know this, Lindsay Snow is definitely a female deathmatch wrestler to be keeping your eyes open for. I mean, I've seen her do nothing but great things with GCW and all these other great places.
I'm like, keep your eyes open for Lindsay Snow. You might see her around. Just saying.
Yeah, same with Lou Nixon. Like, he's another one that made a shit ton of splashes across the Atlantic, dude.
Yeah, and he's working a ton of shows. Actually, both Lindsay and Lou are both, every time I turn around, I'm like, oh, they picked up another show. So I mean, more power to them. I don't know where they're going to get the energy from, but that's why I think it was important to like provide people with a comfort zone. At the end of the day, they're probably only going to get 3 hours of sleep, but it might as well be somewhere where, they can make a cup of coffee or, get something out of the fridge and, just not have to, deal with the whole hotel, whatever stuff. So.
Or no hours of sleep. Anyway, so moving right along.
I think I might be optimistic because I have a tendency to do that shit. I say I'm going to sleep 4 hours a night. I'm like from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. I'll sleep, and then I will get up and put on the bullshit so that then we can go to Wrestlecon and do the glamour thing all day, and then go do the bloody thing all night and sleep for 4 hours and do it again. But I don't know. Four might be a stretch.
I think you'll be okay. You'll be totally fine. Because if this is what you look like without your makeup and just your hair and like your glasses, you're going to be completely fine. And Eric here, Internet Eric here, he loves the photo of you cleaning up homeless Jimmy after a show. And he said that this has made a very nice thing for him tonight on screen instead of me calling you randomly. Like I call Hillbilly. I got to get Hillbilly on here one day if he's not like doing noodling or some crazy redneck shit like that. Yeah, so hopefully, guys, we'll be at other states doing the same thing because there are these all over the place. Like I'm looking at one in the UK for February, and if that's the case, and you're over there, get you to come over. Like you get Big Joe, you got Lou Nixon, and whoever else we procure business relationships with this week, which I think will be immense. Now, I want to know what people could find at your table, and I do have to flash everyone the trading cards because people were asking me about your photos. So, guys, this is the front, and this is Veronica's trading card. Why are there photos of Vince McMahon? Oh, that's right. Never mind. Here we go.
Ooh la la.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah.
You got everything. You got a nice card. So that is her trading card, guys. And she's also selling them directly as well. Hi, doggy. Hi, baby. How cutie pie. That is a cute dog. Yeah, at least at the Airbnb, people will have, food and stuff like that. Someone like Necro Butcher, who's been around, Mike wants one, who's been around forever, like having a trading card that outlines all of his accomplishments in the back and just to be able to make money without being on his feet is a big deal. And his wrestling school as well. So I'm excited we have him there. It's a really, Shane Mercer as well. Yeah. What's Shane been up to anyway? Like I haven't seen anything with him.
I think just pretty much getting stronger every day. I think probably that guy like every day could just lift 10 more pounds. He just wakes up and he's like, I'm just going to put 10 more pounds on the bar today. No, you know what? He posts a lot of good, like, kind of like determination, motivation kind of stuff. Like, that a lot of times is, something that I can use in a day. I think everyone kind of can like, yeah, that's right. That's a good message. I'll quit my bullshit and, start working harder. But yeah, no, all these guys look, they're just on top of their game right now. And it's fantastic. JJ, from POR, Mr. Ski Mask.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll make a few people at WrestleCon a little nervous.
I don't know, man. Like I got my qualms about that. It's just, I don't know. He just, it's JJ. He could go to a bank with us if he wants, right? And I don't think they're really prosecuting like bank robberies in Philadelphia, but that could be another thing.
Yeah, no, I think in Philly you can just walk into the bank and take the money out. And Tarzan, who was just in Mexico, ever since I got back here, I'm like, I like that kid, I mean, I call him a kid, but he's been doing this for, a while. But he just, he's got his thing and he's a really good wrestler. And I think that when I started to be at different shows every weekend doing the nursing thing, you know, and being in different locker rooms. And like every time at the corner of my eye, like, here's this fucking guy. You know? I'm like, he is the hardest working man in wrestling. Like he's, you know, one night he's at MLW and he's under a, you know, some costume where nobody even knew it was him, you know, but he's running around helping. Like, I love that. Like, I love humility. That's like with Jimmy. That's why, you know, it was such a big deal for me to see, you know, to be there the night that like Jimmy got the deathmatch title and to help him out and whatever, because, you know, he's one of those people that, you know, I mean, like, he knows what he can do, you know, but he's just very, very humble about it. And, you know, I like that, especially when people can back it up, you know? So, yeah, I'm really excited. And Lindsay is bringing her manager, who I'm really excited to meet too. I don't know if she goes by Ayla or Isla Fox, but we'll get the pronunciation right when I meet her. But she, I watched their little videos, and, you know, like she has, you know, my heart a little bit, because she's a manager, you know, and she gets in there and gets her hands a little dirty and kicks off her high heels. And I saw her chase somebody around to whack them with her high heel, and I was like, yes, old school. Yeah. So they're a cool little duo. So I'm excited to meet her as well. And then we have some people that might float in and out around. I hear we have some people stopping by to hang out with us for a little while. So it's going to be fun. I mean, like, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are going to be at their tables. I'll take a picture with you, you know, and I just think our table is going to be goofy, and I think it'll be very well run, because you and I obviously are, you know, organized, and you know, we're focused on that type of thing, and we've got Shannon Hunter working with us, so yeah, we got a little behind the scenes person with us for a couple days there at Wrestlecon to kind of, you know, Shannon's real good at kind of getting people together to delegate, to get them out to not to bark at me. You know, she's kind of good at getting the crew going, and you know, getting the word out and helping, you know, just jumping in and helping. So that'll be fun. Can you please come here? Come here.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I think everyone wants to see your dog. If someone wants to get one of your cards, though, because I have someone asking, Mike, where can they buy them? Like at this moment, could they hit you up on Instagram? She's on Instagram, by the way, guys, under She's Hardcore. So you could probably DM her on there. Is that one way? What's the other way? To just show up to the show?
Yeah, I mean, you know, come to Wrestlecon. But yeah, no, if you hit me up on social media, that's Instagram right now is the best way to do that. Yeah, it's just all one word, She's Hardcore. And yeah, I'm pretty, you know, I'll get back to you pretty quickly. Yeah, so I've got some URL stuff going, but I don't have a lot built up yet. And then as far as the YouTube, we're going to be building a lot of content during Mania week with, you know, the hashtag Philly Mania House with, you know, a bunch of wild wrestlers, you know, coming and going. And just a little bit of like what everyone who signed, you know, during the week and who we hung out with and whatever, kind of what they did throughout the week, and, you know, what we're all doing throughout the week. Like I know I have an itinerary. I have a dance card for everywhere I want to be.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. You know, I'm just start doing my little dinners, procuring more business relationships. Maybe I'll let a couple shows. I do want to see Missy Hyatt. We're talking about old school, and she has her Gucci bag that she hits people with. So I'm thinking of Lindsay's manager at that. Oh, thank you, Mike. We really appreciate you for that. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, everyone needs support in this business, especially the girls, you know. And with Necro, by the way, if he's staying at that house, he's not drinking. Like, I'll make sure there's no beer in that place. It's just water. I just want to make that clear. No. See, this is the problem. You people laugh at this, and it really just, no, he can't be doing that shit. Oh, okay, whatever. So your dog's like telling me off. But yeah, Larry Legend's going to stop by with Ron Nemi to stop by as well. So that's kind of like a little party there. What exactly are you selling by the way. And by the way, I just gotta like hop in here. We got these stands, okay? These like retractable stands that you have as a display. I already broke mine. They had to replace it. So we both have them closed. Hi, Pablo Jr. Yeah, that freaks. Hey, Pablo Escobar Jr., that guy who's ripping off your name, JJ Escobar, he's going to be in Philadelphia at WrestleCon. You should come pay him a visit. But anyway, we don't know how to open up these. Like, I don't know how to without breaking it. So if anyone is going to be there, please stop by and help us do this on Thursday before I break it. Anyway, I
think we'll have help. I think we'll have a couple people helping us Thursday.
So what do you have at the table?
Okay.
Because I know you have a bunch of stuff that Lizzie Borden made up for you from Rock and Horror Apparel.
Yes. So, I do have, we'll have obviously the trading card and a couple of 8x10s. And I mean, that's, glamour girl stuff. Like, of course, you got to get that. But I also have a lot of other merch that is really designed to help offset the cost of like the medical supplies and stuff.
Okay.
So let's see here if I can. You know what? I'm going to put you back and then I'm going to bring them over to you.
Look at those boobs. Dang.
Oh, here. Actually, this isn't a strip show, but yeah. So
I want one of those. I'm gonna get one.
This guy, he's like Echo Randy. I'll have to.
Yeah, you could smack a Escobar. You could smack JJ. It's no problem.
So it's all like metal logos. So She's Hardcore. So I got a couple of different girly tanks, and then this is like super like hard to read, but it's Follow the Bleeders. Because what you got to do,
right?
I have unisex shirts then in the She's Hardcore, just the logo. And then I also had Seozawa make me a shirt.
That's an honor. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have the like medic, like paramedic kind of logo there with gusset plates.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the busted light tube with the crazy snake and the blood splatter. That's awesome. And then it says Follow the Bleeder at the bottom, and She's Hardcore.
Okay.
And I do have a URL. We just aren't really up and running yet, but how cute is the she'shardcore.com with the little steroid injections in the butt right there?
I love it. I love it. Those are cool. Those are so amazingly gorgeous. I love it.
So yeah, and then I do have to show you.
Yes.
From Rock and Horror, because Rock and Horror made me the tanks, and then they made the Follow the Bleeders logo. And this shirt is the softest of all.
Is it?
Shirts. I'm like, I need to know what this one is because we're always going to get this shirt from now on. Nice and soft. Look at that. I love the logo because it looks like a rib cage. Like if somebody just ripped my skin off and my rib cage, just ribs.
Or it's your skin.
Or it's like a rose, kind of. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. And then also stickers. Look, glittery. They're glittery.
Oh, I like that. That's really cool. Yeah.
I mean, stickers, magnets. Oh, Vinny made me these cute. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. It says Hardcore Healer.
Yes.
You can't quite tell through the plastic bag, but yeah, UK Wrestling Creations got me those. And then I don't know if you notice, my pants are completely falling off now.
Yeah, I know everyone's like that. It's okay.
So also I've been making the kits. So these are the first aid kits. Cute little pouches with there's gauze and tape and alcohol wipes and antibiotic ointment to hand out to the wrestlers when we go to shows at night. So they have something to toss in their bag. I mean, it's great for anyone, but the wraps, how cute are the wraps?
Those are cool. Now, hold on. Those are different colors, right? That's a good color scheme. Purple and green match.
All different colors.
Yeah.
And then the poster. I got a poster.
I love the posters.
The posters.
Look at how hot this is, guys.
Right? You could hang that up in your workspace. Yeah.
For those of you who have jobs or your mom's basement.
Got some buttons. Got some. This is the hat, though.
Oh yeah, Lizzie made this hat for her. That's from Rock and yeah, Eric likes that hat. Let me see the front of it. Yeah, that's really hot. I love that.
Yeah. Lizzie.
Oh my God.
Oh, thank you so much, Rock and Horror. Yeah, they're going to do t-shirts. They're going to drop ship, and they're getting into that now, doing t-shirts. So bands, wrestlers, all that. And I'll tell you what, like I love that shirt. Like it's so soft. And anything I can do to support friends, especially, especially the goodies, the good ones. Okay, the ones that are in the coven, those ones.
Yeah, the witch coven and the cat coven, the black cat coven.
Watch out.
Yeah, you better watch out for us, man, because we're out there. So if wrestlers actually want to buy this stuff, and I know people are going to ask you for it, what do you charge them normally for like a little kit? Because I'm telling you, this is serious. And by the way, guys, these things are not cheap. Like she has stuffed her nurse's kit with, I'm sure, over hundreds of dollars of things and does not make a penny off of it. So whether you choose to Venmo her something to go towards these kits, or just better yet, buy the merchandise, because that's important, because if you're going to sell this to wrestlers, what are they going to pay? Like, what are they going to buy? The gauze, like, what do they got? Goodie bags?
Well, I mean, I'm making these as gifts. These are gifts. These are like appreciation for, and just kind of like letting everybody know, because, I'm kind of coming from mostly working for one company, and there's a lot of companies that I would like to work with, especially being on the East Coast now. So I'm planning to get around to a whole bunch of shows during Mania week, and just kind of be like, hey, some people know me, some people don't, and but no, these are just, these are small, just tokens of appreciation, just want to do something nice, for the workers and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, it is expensive. Some of the things that I give out a lot of ice packs, the zip stitches for like a big laceration. Those are expensive. Those are the ones where you put it on like a corset and you kind of pull it shut. And I think that all deathmatch wrestlers should have that. I have a whole opinion on, what things that, promotions should have around, or wrestlers as individuals should have around. And I'm also working on kind of compiling an easy flow chart of some more common injuries, or more common like serious injuries, like punctured lungs, concussions, things like that, orthopedic stuff, like what to do, move them, don't move them, that kind of stuff. Just something that's real quick for the layman, because besides the people that do medical, it's great if like some of the fans want to learn a little bit, or, just other family members, people that are there, know a little bit. So if something happens, it's just, the more people that can kind of handle the situation, the calmer and better things tend to go, so.
Yeah. I've never seen anyone go crazy or like anyone too panicky around you yet.
No. Yeah. I mean, and we've seen some fun stuff.
I know. Yeah. I'm like a chicken with the needles. Last year, I got a piece of glass in my arm at California, and we did not have you there. And the person that had to like pull it out was just not friendly. And it was a horrible experience for me. Like everyone on here knows I get those IVs every now and again. And the drama is like so high up there. Like I'm screaming and freaking out until the needle gets into my arm, but it's great once it's there, because then it's beneficial. And it's not drama. It's just an overreaction to a needle touching your skin, which I'm sure a lot of you are afraid of anyway.
No, so that's nothing new for me. I'm used to people not being very happy about needles, but
yeah, well, of course. What do you think is the worst injury that you've seen so far?
I mean, like recently, I would say I've seen like when Sage kind of got that flap, you know, I mean, it wasn't like the worst ever, but it's just like, ooh, and you're looking at it and it's a, you know, it definitely needed stitches. I mean, it was pretty scary when JJ jumped off the balcony at the Heart Ballroom and we weren't sure what was going on with his spine. You know, lots of, I mean, some pretty decent cuts on some people, you know. I mean, Schlack, he had one like on the meaty part of his hand right here that was really deep. Like for a while I was like, oh, you know, it's, I mean, I had a little cut on my shoulder. I don't remember what shoulder it is in this one, I think, you know. And that took a long time to heal. Little light tube cut there, you know.
Hi, Danny. Yes. Danny DeMonto just popped on. He sent me photos that we took like years ago. And it's like the transformation with some of these guys. Are you going to ever do anything with health and nutrition, you think, at any point?
You know, I hadn't thought much about nutrition, but definitely, you know, health and wellness. Like I said, like one kind of demographic is my Gen X people. You know, we're getting up there. We're reaching our AARP years, as I say.
Yeah,
mobility and flexibility. You know, maintaining strength. I don't know why the nutrition stuff just doesn't interest me, but it's like the hardest part for me to like focus on when I'm doing any kind of, you know, fitness stuff. Yeah, no, strengthening, you know, like we don't want to fall and break a hip.
I'm telling you, man, like the struggle is real. It's like,
so no, like I was, you know, definitely going to do some, men's health type stuff for our demographic that, you know, our fan base demographic. And then, you know, some change of life things maybe for my ladies. Cause like that's like really weird and difficult to navigate. I don't even know. I just buy some cream and put it on. I'm like, I don't know. Am I better?
It's more than that. I just had my hormone pellet. Like,
I know, like you're like my guru and all this stuff. I'm like, I need to do what Jasmin does instead I'm a medical professional. And I'm just like, I'm probably fine.
No, you can't. The creams, and this is for guys too. And I'm not encouraging anyone over the age of 25 to do this, but you could just get a testosterone pellet. It ups like your sex drive and it helps with working out. Yeah, unless you have a 6-pack, you can get it.
I mean, that's you know, that's something I'm interested in, definitely. I don't know, because I know like what I pick up, I carry like some boxes and stuff at work that are pretty heavy, and I pick them up and I'm like, whoa, like, why am I so weak? And I'm like, oh, because I got like probably, you know, I got low T.
Low T is like serious. If you do the injection, and this is for you two guys, if you ever do the if you ever do the testosterone shot, you will break out. Like I did one as well, and I had a D3 injection. Oh my God, my freaking chin broke out, and I had to take like all this stuff, like rub shit on it. So eventually I will start something for women and men's anti-aging and health. I'm trying to partner up with a small company and start it here on YouTube and then do something in Europe. So Eric Hyde, he wants to know, he's interested in Veronica talking about men's mental health on her channel because almost no one talks about it. I'll tell you what it is right here. You guys are fucking crazy, man. You guys are out of your freaking minds. That is what the problem is. No, I'm joking.
That's not the problem. According to George Carlin, we're the crazy ones. Men are stupid and women are crazy. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. A man said it. He said, and women are crazy. And he said, and women are crazy because men are stupid.
Yeah. And then Danny DeMonto, high testosterone is the way to be. Well, yeah, like, dude, you dropped like whatever amount of weight. I was taking HGH and I find out from like Schlack. Well, Jasmin, that goes against everything because you're going to burn the fat, but like you're going to lose weight fast on that. And then I dropped to like 99 pounds around the holidays. I think I put on 2 pounds. Eric Hoekstra wants to know if you've ever heard from Joey Chaos or GQ. The Enterprise was awesome. And the home invasion was truly legendary. GQ or Joey Chaos, are you still friendly with them?
Of course. Yeah. I mean, social media wise, it's not like, we don't live anywhere near each other. But, we always have kind of checked in there. And I'm good friends with Joey's wife, Sylvia, as well. So, yeah, I've been following them, and, I've been a supporter of theirs for many years with their wrestling school and promotion. And it was really cool talking to JJ, and him telling me, I don't think Chaos realizes how much he's respected in the community, and how many people like rip his stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, all the YouTube videos of the training, they're all really fun, and so we run his drills, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, and GQ has I think he's back at WWE. He is.
Oh.
Yeah, he was there, and then he was gone for a minute, and then he's back. So they're living their dreams. I mean, yeah, I'm happy for them.
Yeah, it's like a really crazy dream, or it could be a nightmare. And Paul wants to know if you have any memories working with the Sandman in the Enterprise. And I'm jealous you worked with him in the Enterprise, by the way. I just have to tell you that. I was so like, when I saw that, I'm like, why is this bitch with the Sandman? Really? Okay. I was so like over you, but not over you. I thought it was cute.
Yeah, that was, I mean, it was a real like fleeting thing. He was on a few shows, and somehow, I don't know how it came to be that he was with us for I'm not going to remember the names of shows, but the one, it was a cage. I think it was a cage. I think it was 2 rings in a cage. And it was like the Black Army. It was like 5-on-5 or something crazy like that. And, I remember him being a part of that. And I remember a couple things, like when we were taking photos, he like was like, she's got to be in the middle because she's the money, or something like that. He kept calling.
Yeah.
And he calls everyone girl. And I thought that was funny. He calls everyone girl. And that was
does.
Nice. Yeah. First,
or girly.
Yeah. Girly. Oh, yeah.
Hey, girl.
Yeah.
Girly.
No,
He's
that
gonna
was,
be there.
it's really about it. Like, I didn't have a lot of personal interaction with him. So much as like with the core people that were always around.
Now, some guy wants to know. See, he's pissed off too. Even she's saying, yeah, see, girl. She's jealous, I think.
Yo, Rue.
Don't worry, this is normal. So, Mr. Hoekstra wants to know if you have any XPW or Extreme Associate DVDs or VHS at all.
Sorry, we can't live like that. Go ahead.
Do you have any of your XPW or EA vids or DVDs? That's a weird thing, right? Like, I don't even think I have any 3PW DVDs.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah, we don't have that. And then Danny, yeah, okay. You know what, Danny? People under 40 to us are not kids. They are normal adults. As long as they can consent and drink alcohol, I'm good. See, unlike some of my friends, I do not wake up on Easter morning sending people a photo of some old ass fucker with this like 1/4 of an inch of stomach hanging over wrestling tights. Anyway, there you go. I just had to say that. So I don't know where you wanted me to come with you to shows to pass out these kits. So yeah, now I'm going to go to the shows to pass out kits with you. I'm going to be a promo girl. Exactly. So now I need one of those shirts. So I'll take an extra small on that. And I think guys are going to be looking forward to once you have your YouTube up. So I got a question, like, what kind of mental health issues do you think a lot of these wrestlers have that go out there doing this? Like, I remember the whole Chris Benoit incident, and supposedly he'd have all these issues with his head. And I don't know if this is the type of mental issues Eric Hyde is talking about, or just that they're crazy to go get hit with light tubes. I don't know. Like, what do you think has to be addressed for mental health as far as wrestlers in this business?
Oh, specific to wrestlers. Okay. I don't know, because I tend to gravitate towards the deathmatch people. So, yeah, I don't know what that says about me. But honestly, though, some of the nicest people.
They are. I know. Necro Butcher.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to diagnose. I'm not going to do that. I'm not a mental health professional. I think we have more issues in society at large, really, than just, specific to the weirdos in our circle. People they just do too much anymore. It's not necessary. Like, just people need to calm down.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think deathmatch wrestling has taken a whole new, like, body. Why am I saying body? I'm thinking of the body. I don't know. What are your thoughts on where deathmatch wrestling is now? And, like, where do you actually see it going? Because it's so bloody and so, like, filthy and just dangerous. Like, what's next?
Isn't it great?
Guns?
Love it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's funny because we came from, extreme. Everything was extreme. Like, oh my God, like I'm going to do something fucking stupider than you just did. So it's like to be talking like this now, but things actually have, kind of gone a lot weirder in the last 20 years, probably just thanks to, everything being free on the internet and whatever. I don't know. I mean, are we going to have actual death matches? Are we, or what, are we going to have like, who's going to get their leg sawed off match? Like, I mean, is it going to get like, are we going to get on that level?
I don't know, or fingers or mouths or some shit. But I mean, I just like going to Japan, you're basically swimming in glass once you're in the ring. You know, that stuff was like, it was up to my heels, like past my heels. And my heels are usually this big when I go out. And it was past that. I'm like, great, I'm going to have like shit in my foot. And they need nurses there, by the way. They don't have any backstage. I'm like, okay, where's Veronica? Where is she? Like that, you need to come over here. Seriously. Someone wants to know if fans could ever expect a Raw sewage match part 2. And we love Angel, by the way. I think Angel is just such a pleasant person. I really wish that I got a chance to work with him as much as you did. Another like jealousy thing, but yeah, I think he's great. Do you see yourself doing that ever again?
Never say never.
Okay, there you go. I think it'll be wonderful. I personally want to see this. And, you're actually one of the...
Speaking of glass in Japan, sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
The deathmatch tattoo that I got here. Tomorrow I'm getting, I think he's going to work on this part. I don't know. He might work on another part, but it's going to be like breaking glass. So this is all going to be like glass, like exploding around it. Okay. That's all.
No, that's good. I think what we have to do now, I think like 2 things. So we are going to be expanding on this little tour. I don't know what this tour is. I guess it's the She's Hardcore tour, the Extreme tour.
What did I call us earlier? The Disruptive Duo.
Yeah, it's a Disruptive Duo tour. So we are doing WrestleMania in Philly first. I think like then it's the UK in February for that big wrestling convention. It's really huge. And then, who knows where else? I love you too. I love you too. Anyway, okay, I'll be nicer. I love you too. Mwah. Okay. I'm amped up on coffee and on energy drinks. Then who else? Maybe I feel as though in Japan, whether it's a September or December tour, I think Veronica Caine has to come out there to like just do something.
I feel
this weekend might make yourself noticed at the table, and we will give you free gift bags. I will give you a gift bag, a little goodie bag, and she will give you some kind of goodie, whether it's I don't know, a sticker or a magnet. Yeah. Okay.
Did I show you? Did you see my new goodie bags?
No, I saw them online. Woo! Turn it in the back, please.
It's just black on the back. I'm cheap. I didn't get
okay. No, those are good. Yeah, those pouches are the best. By the way, guys, we go to stickermule.com. You'll be wearing your Lizzie t-shirt. Good. So we will find you. Will you have any shirts for sale? Yes, I will have the Seiyazawa shirt. You know, guys are going to be looking at your tip.
I love yours.
Mine is a crocus.
I like that one too. You know
that's
what it's probably worth?
I know what it's worth because it's from the show. Fuck, I'm like, shit. Oh, we're decent human beings. We're Catholics.
I didn't see. I didn't see a nipple.
No, this shirt is from it was a Screaming in the Night tour, so it was 80 something. It was 1984 actually. So I think this shirt goes for about $800 or $700.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll have shirts at Wrestlecon. What some guy said, just do this long. I'll have the Seiyazawa shirts and I'll have the Mega Maga shirts from Japan, the limited editions. We're going to have a lot of merchandise there, guys. And you guys have to come by and support this because this is like, I think her YouTube channel is going to take off. So tell us some of the content we could expect to see over the next few weeks. Will you be doing deathmatch tutorials for white trash wrestlers who beat each other over the heads with light tubes? Like, what can we expect?
Who have their nipples hanging out while they're at work?
Dude, what the fuck? Really?
If you have a job where your nipples show,
I do.
Lower your voice. Sorry. Multiple subjects. So, you know, like I said, I mean, it's a little wrestle centric. It's a little female centric, but it's not like some full blown, you know, only for chicks thing or whatever. But I will be talking to some different interesting women that I meet along the way, as well as interesting men if I can find one. And then I'm just kidding.
At the booth. What are you talking about?
But yeah, I'll be doing some, my thought is what I want to do is like 60-minute interviews with people where it's really like 6-10-minute interviews. Like we pick like 6 topics, whether it, you know, like, you know, it might be things I have in common with that person, like monsters or like monster movies. All right, we're going to talk 10 minutes about, you know, and I'm just going to have a few questions on that topic. And then the next one might be a certain kind of music or, you know, whatever. So that like, I would like to take like a subject and then be able to show you 10 different people talk about that subject. You know what I'm saying? You know, but like gather all of that from these like, you know, sit down like mini interviews, you know, cluster things. I don't know. It's like speed dating, it's like speed interviewing. I don't know. But different, you know, different things that are interesting to me in, you know, in different genres, whether it's health and wellness, whether it's the arts, you know, sports, travel, intimacy, you know, sexual stuff, because I know all you people have those questions as well. But also, you know, like, you know, we talked about mental health and emotional stuff or whatever too. Like, you know, I'm easy to talk to. I'm down to like talk about whatever with people. But always kind of trying to steer it back towards some kind of wellness, whether it's mental or physical or, you know, I mean, I just think there's like enough ugly little backbiting bitterness and bullshit in, you know, on social media and, you know, enough people that aren't doing much other than just putting words out there, you know, so it's cool when people are introducing you to something that's a little more interesting, you know, politics or science or, you know, just different topics and different types of people. I'll be interviewing people that like nobody knows who they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That's good. They're doing something interesting, and that just, you know, to me, I'm like, I think other people might find this interesting. So yeah, it'll be a weird little mix, and hopefully during Mania week I'll be able to, you know, pull in some people that I'll be able to sit down and talk to at length. But you know, I'll be shouting out to a few people, you know, throughout the week as well, and hopefully get it kind of produced into some little like, you know, here was our wild and wacky Mania week, you know, after the fact. So that's it. And like I said, I'm also kind of working on these like little first aid chunks of like, you know, let's talk about punctured lungs, you know, How do you get them? What do you do? What's the, what do you got to look for? What should you be careful of, type of thing. And just, have more people just know a little thing that they didn't know before. Imagine that.
Well, it happens. I mean, I think the creepiest thing I saw was Hillbilly with that that thing haunts me to this day with his gossets. Like, okay, that is so white trash, dude.
The
That was
Kenzen thing.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Hey, could you pull this out?" And then you're telling me on the phone, "Hey, you got to be careful. It's kind of heavy. Like, you got me scared to do anything." Then he had the pliers. So Joe Dredd was like, "Oh, what's going on?" And he told me, he's like, "Oh, here, I'll pull it out." Like, it's nothing, dude. So yes, something like that would be helpful on your channel. A guy named Andy C says that he met you in Toronto many years ago. I want to say how much of a sweetheart you were then and now. All the best to you. Brandon Stevie. Who the marry white girlfriend? What are you talking about, bro? Anyway,
I've only been in Toronto once, but I recall the trip
to Toronto. Okay, yeah, I can imagine how that was. That's where Hardbody is right now, I think. I don't think he knew him then. He wasn't even born. But I think this is like one of the best ideas. Like, it's the only time I've heard of anyone doing this. And yeah, I had no idea when you were sending me these things. I'm like, I don't know if I can go to all those shows. I didn't know it was like, okay, it's a hangout with you, obviously, duh. But then this whole thing of handing out the kits, I'm like, okay, yeah, now I get it. Yeah, that's the fun part of it.
Yeah, so I'll be at the probably the most bloodiest events. I'm not going to be able to get to all of them, I don't think.
We'll go to as many.
But yeah, definitely want to hit ones I haven't, been able to attend before. And it's going to be wild and wacky. I guess Lindsay's going to get to town on Wednesday, so I think we're going to hit up Murder Mania Wednesday night.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, and you should talk to Pondo about horror films, by the way.
Yeah,
because he has that podcast. So you're going to Murder Mania, and then where else could people see you, guys? The most calm place is at the table.
Yeah.
Kind of. But
yeah, we're going to be trying to hit us up for pictures. I'm going to be like, I don't want to be a jerk, but like, they're not free this week.
No, and everyone respects that. Like, these tables cost money, and I don't think everyone gets this, but like getting on a plane, okay, is time. And then sitting there and just, getting ready in the morning for you guys. We have to be down there at like 5 to 9 every morning. That means that we're up late. That means you need like an hour and a half to get ready. That means coffee. It means throwing up if you have to. It means sucking on an ice cube to stay full. These are like major life shit, like major life struggles, guys.
Yeah. I'm just hoping for friends with supplements.
We have friends with supplements. We have a lot of that. Vitamin C, B3, copper injections, by the way, help the hair.
Huh? I actually I'm religious about my vitamin C every day. So should be good.
Yep. So this is where you guys could find her, and you go on her Instagram at She's Hardcore. Let's see what else. Then we have Follow the Bleeders. Follow the
YouTube. The YouTube is also She's Hardcore. It's we could, I don't know, share or whatever the URL. It's actually She's Hardcore HNIC.
And I'll add it to the description of this after. Vitamin D, yes. I just had a vitamin D shot in my butt the other day. It was so oily.
Yeah. I thought about your butt. No, I thought about getting a vitamin D shot this week too, because I don't go in the sun anymore. So.
Oh, so you're not tan then? Okay, I get it.
No,
that's fine.
I'm not, but also I don't get that good vitamin D, which is good for your moods and stuff. Do you notice a difference? Like, do you feel like a difference? I feel more of a difference with vitamin D shots than I do with B12.
I don't feel a fucking difference. I'm still, no, God, no. I mean, I have my coffee and stuff. I have my pillow thing. I think I've just been depressed because my pillow, he might be getting evicted, by the way, out of his warehouse, which is really sad. So go to mypillow.com, everyone, and buy some stuff to support Mike Lindell, please. Because it's really sad. Like, maybe they might auction off that silver necklace he wears across his neck. The vitamin D shot. John wants to know vitamin D. Yeah, it's a vitamin D shot in our butt. Yes, that's where the most of. I think it's like better cushioning there, because if you go up here in the arm, it's just so painful. and I'm more than likely to jump, and then it'll just go flying out of my
yeah. No, I usually take the D in the butt.
Me too. See, what is it? Do you have volunteers out there? And then, do you follow WWE by any chance?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
No, I don't care about that shit.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
Because he's like, who do you got? Cody or Roman? I guess Cody, because I knew Dusty Rhodes.
Well, I mean, if they're hot, then I obviously know who they are, but
only if they're hot. Yeah. Okay. I think deathmatch wrestling, you're bringing it to a mainstream level by having all these people at WrestleCon. I don't know if that's just weird to say, or I don't know.
It's kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool that there's like, so many different, different ways to be interested in this. But yeah.
They'll see Lindsay and get excited. They'll see you. They'll see me. They'll see Lou,
you,
Shane, Lou, Necro Butcher. And Necro doesn't do a lot of these guys. So yeah, come out and like support the table, support She's Hardcore. And I promise I'll be plugging it into the description of this later on, because I know a lot of you don't watch this when it's live, but you come back on later on, or you send it out to someone that's lurking or wants to lurk, but they're just afraid for some reason. I don't know why. And does anyone have any questions for Ms. Caine? And yeah, you could use your kayfabe account. It's fine. Dude, is Drake supposed to be at X-Brand or not? Because I thought he was going to come by the table.
I didn't hear anything about the table, but he definitely is supposed to be at X-Brand.
All right. So maybe there's a chance, I don't know. But anyway, so in the meantime, we do have the best table there at WrestleCon this year. It is She's Hardcore. Follow the Bleeders or Bleeder? Well,
originally I had said Bleeder, like Bleeder was just what came out of my head or whatever. And then I thought about getting the URL, and when I looked, I realized Follow the Bleeder is a band. So I just threw an S on there now, or Follow the Bleeders. I haven't listened to the band. I'll have to check them out. Maybe I'll really like them. I'll send them one of my Follow the Bleeder t-shirts. So yeah, the first run on the Ozawa shirts are like, they're going to be super valuable someday because they're going to be the ones without the S. Yeah. Yeah. You could say you got one when, but regardless, the point is it's to help. We're supporting our local deathmatch wrestler and our local deathmatch nurse and our local indie hardcore extreme manager diva goddesses.
Oh, yeah. I think managers are making a comeback now, like female, because I just saw GCW, Joey Janela Spring Break. They have Missy Hyatt. You see like Missy Hyatt in the corner there with Sawyer Rack, who's awesome. Yeah. And Joey Janela with Missy Hyatt. It's like, wait, what is she doing there? So I slowly feel like they're making a comeback. I don't know. So I want to feel as though I made some kind of like contribution to that realm of it possibly doing a comeback. And yeah, I'm not out of the ring. I mean, just because you're with one company, it's not the only game in town. There are lots of games out there in wrestling because wrestling changes,
yeah, all the time, like anything else in life. Like nothing is permanent. Things come and go, people come and go. I don't know if you guys caught that my dog made it. She finally made it into the, she's laying on my fucking merch right now, but that's okay. That's okay.
She's going to be helping out at the table. So Eric Hyde wants to know what your favorite tattoo is that you have now. She has some great tattoos, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working on that in the last year or so since I got to Philly. It was like a project. I'm like, I'm going to stop going in the sun and save my skin and start putting some artwork on it. So yeah, like this actually right here, you people might enjoy. That's Schlack did this one. Okay, cool. Yeah. He's a great tattoo artist. Mm-hmm. Yeah, really good. He did another one. You can't really tell. The lighting's terrible in here, but that guy. And then this is as some of you have seen because I post a lot. There's Lindsay Snow right there. I'm doing a death match. I call it my Bloody Baddies sleeve. Stage sin. Stage, and it's you can't quite. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It says "Who am I?" A little homage to Supreme Lester. And then obviously the Ludark. Yeah, I love Ludark. Freaking awesome. Yeah, Mark B at Seven Swords Tattoo here in Philly is working on this sleeve for me. And then then he did this last time, and like I said, a whole bunch of glass, and we're gonna do some more little stuff. I have an appointment tomorrow, as a matter of fact. It's the last appointment before we were really trying to have a completed sleeve for Mania week. It just would have been a cool thing to be able to like show off. And I'll still be showing off my girls, but it would have been fun if it was like done. So but we'll see what we get done tomorrow, and then I'm gonna have to probably get an OnlyFans just to be able to support my tattoo habit. So
what was the one on your waist? Someone wanted to know.
Oh, it is. It's. Here, let me see if I can. It's a skull.
You're trying to get her to.
He's trying to.
I know what he's trying to do.
It's a skull with a whole lot of knives in its head.
Yeah, to stab dirty. Some guy just said he'd subscribe right now if he had an OnlyFans.
And then this one. This is my one that's pissing me off because it's because it hurts so bad. The butt and thighs hurt so bad, but that's a Kali Ma goddess that I'm getting there. That's excruciating. I'm not a big crybaby about pain, but like something about the thigh and hip and butt is just like murder for me.
3PW. Yeah, I don't know. I might do a 3PW show. It's quite possible. And John wants to know if the one on the butt is new. Okay. How did you like working? Wait, you work with Lucha Extreme Wrestling? You work with La Parka?
I wouldn't say I worked with La Parka. I did something. What was it? Something with Joey, with Chaos, I think, and Mongol, the Santino brothers and them. But there was a show, I think, that like Vampiro maybe was on or something. I don't recall what it was, but I did a few kind of things like that were one-offs. One I think was like FCW, not like Florida. It was in California, but I think it was called FCW. I don't know. I did a couple of weird one-off shows in the year, like right after XPW, way back then. Like I went to Miami for some show, and I don't remember anything about it. It was just like, we went, we did whatever we did, and we came back. Yeah. But yeah, a couple of them were kind of, more, I think, lucha heavy shows.
Yeah, I hope we see you in the ring again. So, I mean, I think that's a really big thing. Seeing you out of the ring is great, but I feel as though, and maybe Danny, because you're in here, you could chime in on this for a second. I feel like female managers are making a comeback. You don't get a lot of them in the deathmatch wrestling scene because so many girls are afraid of the glass flying. There's an art to it, though. They're just afraid of shit and like the blood and everything that's there. Because going out to the ring sometimes and seeing dried up blood on the canvas is like second nature at this point. It's like, okay, whatever. Like if you don't see it there, it's like you're in the wrong building. You're at the wrong party, guys. You really are. So I don't know. I think there's going to be a comeback in that. So I hope, and I know everyone else hopes to see you doing your thing again. But guys, make sure you subscribe to her YouTube. She's hardcore. Do you have any? I know that. Hi. We want to see as many biological women as possible at all shows. Well, that's a possibility. The possibilities are endless because I'm going to have pasta tonight, believe it or not. I'm excited to go to Philly. Oh. And yeah, Veronica's going to have hot clothes on. I'm not used to the weather. I am used to the weather, but I'll probably just wear a turtleneck and jeans. Yeah. He's like, what? I need a big time Mania week entrance. I'll take both of you. Dale Sandford. There's good female managers in the wrestling scene, but there's only so many in the hardcore wrestling deathmatch scene. Veronica, Jasmin, Gorgeous George, Christy missed, I don't know what she's doing. And Gorgeous George, she actually owns some kind of an eatery in Louisiana. Yeah, so that's what she's doing. But I don't think you haven't like not seen The Last of Us in a ring because some of us have been doing this for a long time. And, you know, it's just in your blood. You don't leave it. So yeah, Danny wants to take us to make a big Mania week entrance. So I don't know. We'll talk about that, Demonto. I know you're busy getting stuff ready for Mania week, and I just had to have you on here to push the table. But guys, this has really been a work in progress for her. And what else do you expect to come out of this week at Wrestlecon for She's Hardcore?
I mean, the plan is, you know, and I think we're almost there. It was just to have things like laid out and well planned and organized enough that like we can have fun. You know, I mean, we're not like in panic mode, like, oh, because there is a million, you know, moving pieces here. But the plan is to have a really good freaking time to
make money.
You know, to make some money, and to make a lot of contacts, to just, you know, it's a little bit of a debutante party, if you will. You know, I mean, like I'm this West Coast girl that doesn't know anybody on the East Coast, and I'm like, okay, well, here's how we're, you know, here's what we're doing.
Yeah, I'm grateful.
I'm coming out.
Yeah, Tarzan's going to pick me up at the airport. I'm grateful that Joe Beasler is going to be around, so maybe he'll get us some cheesesteaks or something. Because if you're in Philly, you have to have cheesesteaks, guys. You know, it's a different thing. I'm just so proud that you're doing this. It's like I wasn't sure. I'm like, I just like get out there and just do this because I'm telling you, this is like the world is ready for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and you've been like a great, you know, mentor for me in some of these areas that you like, you had to figure it out. You know, I mean, you know what you're doing. And I'm like, I don't know any of this stuff. And yeah, I couldn't have done it without you.
Oh my God, me too.
No, yeah. I mean, I think we're going to have a blast. And I think that, yeah, a lot of people are going to be pleasantly surprised. You know, except for haters. Haters won't be pleasantly surprised.
No, they know. So this is someone's first time in
anus. What? Oh.
What? I'm sorry, heinous. Anus. I'm sorry.
I said haters because of anus.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? It's like I got to tell you guys, in this business, it's a very small business, and you know, you are who you are. And what says a lot about a person is how long they've known people and get along with them. Hence, if you've known people and had friends for over 5 years of your life, it says a lot about your character and about your work relationships as well and work ethic. So I know that we will see Veronica Caine in the ring when she'll come back on and talk about it, obviously. But everyone loves the interview segments. I love the interview segments. I can't wait to do one. I'm like pimping myself into one. You got to get Missy Hyatt on as well. Like, I think that's like one of the, and she would totally love to talk to you. I think you guys will get along. You know, she's an old friend of mine, even though I've like ribbed the fuck out of her. I was wondering, like, should I call pizza delivery at the signing for someone and just sit there and watch them deliver? I'm not going to do it to Missy because I've done enough ribs to her. Like, I have not.
Like, are we seriously going to be sitting at our table? Like, is your refrigerator running?
No, it's going to be like this. Gino's, yeah, can I have like 12 cheesesteaks? Well, no, I'm in Passyunk Avenue at the 2300 Arena. Just come on in. Yeah, we'll just pay you cash. That's what's going to happen. No, it's not going to happen. I promise. Someone wants a roundtable stream of you, me, and Missy. You know, maybe it'll happen. I think I'll be streaming a little bit live off of here as well, guys. Like now and again from WrestleMania. It's Veronica's thing. I want her to get her YouTube station up and running. So you'll see us around. We'll be cross collaborating with this because I'm going to show you how you could actually stream content from my site onto your site and vice versa.
I'm ready.
I know you're ready, and you're looking hot, you're looking sweaty, and people are loving this. So I'm going to let you get to do that again. I know some people think we're just horrible and inappropriate for doing this, but I've done way more.
Come by the table. This is all we're going to do all day.
Jiggles, we'll just do that all day. I don't know if they'll be able to see it in a turtleneck. No, I'm just joking. I'm not going to wear a turtleneck sweater. I'm not that dumb. I actually have to pack my fur jacket because I'm probably going to have my fur jacket with me at the show just to be, you know, warm. Hats. He likes hot and sweaty with melons. What's that? Oh, okay. Never mind. It's a friend of mine. So guys, go to She's Hardcore on Instagram and buy her merchandise. Follow her. Then we have the Facebook, follow the Bleeder. Then we have the YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to it. Do you have any words for your fans or your new fans or just people watching? Because I know, even though I see how many people are watching, I could see some of your IDs pop up, even though you're not commenting. And thank you for watching, by the way.
Thank you for watching. It's nice to have you. No, I'm just excited. I feel like, I have developed a relationship with Philly now. I'm a Philly girl. I say Wooder. I say Wooder now.
We gotta fix this shit. You say water. You say water. Water. How do they say water? Water.
Yeah.
Water,
no. So
water.
It's really just cool for me. Like I said, it's a way to like really just cement my my Philadelphia-ness. I don't know what it is, but like being able to like host people in a way, like, oh, you're coming to my town, like I have to take care of you, I have to make sure you're okay, and do you need coffee, do you need water, do you need a place to stay? Sunday night might get wild. I'm just telling you, it might be a slumber party.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of promoters don't even take care of their talent, so to come in and have a signing mild like this is just a big deal for people, especially for someone like Necro Butcher. And by the way, guys, Necro Butcher is opening up his wrestling school in June. Obviously, we'll be talking about that in a couple of weeks. I'm so excited for him. Yeah. It's going to be really good. I'm excited. The dojo. Just think, you could actually learn how to wrestle from him. Maybe we'll go down there for the grand opening party if he has it. So don't forget, guys, she's hardcore. Follow and just subscribe. Get her merchandise through there. Don't be afraid to DM her. And if you're lucky, maybe we'll, see you at Wrestlecon. We'll be there. We'll be there. She's hardcore. We'll be there Thursday. No, we'll be there Friday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and back at it Sunday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. sharp. Come on by. We don't bite. We have giveaways, goodies. She's got her t-shirts and all kinds of goodie bags. And we'll be at the shows because I'll be doing promo girl stuff. Yeah, it'll be fun. All right. Guys, sit tight. And thanks again, Ms. Caine. I'm going to let you get back to your, I know that you've been making stuff, and I know you got a lot of stuff to do. You look like Barbie with those glasses. That's what it is.
Is it Barbie?
Yeah, vintage Barbie. You could look it up. That's what she had. All her glasses were like that.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
1950, not the Margot Robbie or like Amy Schumer fucking version, but the real one from 1959. That's what you look like.
All right. I mean, which coincidentally is the year I was born. So
59? Oh. Fuck.
Sorry. I'm old.
Like, what?
I'm not that old.
I didn't think so. I'm like, what? What are you talking about?
You're doing the math like, bitch, what?
Oh, yeah. By the way, how old was that guy in the photo that was flabby that you said looked healthy? How old was that? That you sent me Easter morning.
With the thing?
The photo of the guy. Like, how old was that? That.
I don't know.
Oh, okay, whatever.
I wasn't looking at the flab. The non-existent flab.
Yeah. Okay.
I was looking elsewhere.
Below the flab?
It was a little lower than the flab. It's not my fault. The light hit it just like that.
This is what we do, by the way, on messages and Instagram sometimes, but we're normal people. But don't forget to come by the table all week. She's hardcore. Meet us. Come say hi to Lindsay and her beautiful manager. And yes, female managers are making a comeback in deathmatch wrestling. So like I said, there are different games in wrestling because it changes all the time. Thank you so much for joining me. Mwah. And I will probably speak to you later or send you a pussy photo, those cats or a meme or something. Yeah.
I love getting your pussy photos.
Yeah, my pussy photos are awesome. And I hope we get to have Chinese food. Okay.
We will.
All right. $2.
All right. Bye.
Okay, guys. So yes. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. Thank you so much. And don't forget, make sure you support our friend, Lizzie Borden. Lizzie has a really cool company. Here it is right here. Rock and Horror Apparel. Make sure you check them out on the web. Lots of cool stuff. And there is the banner for our table. So everyone's there almost every day. And I think Lindsay might leave a little early Sunday. I'm not sure. Lou Nixon's there. We have Shane Mercer Saturday. Obviously, me, Veronica, and Necro Butcher are there every day. Necro Butcher probably doesn't roll into like 11 or 2 o'clock, 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock. Then Sunday is Tarzan. Friday is JJ Escobar. Dude, that is like, dude, you got to change that last name, man. And again, we have a bunch of merchandise there. And do not forget, please, pretty please, if you are looking to spice up your love life with you, yourself, and you, or with your mom, or like, okay, let me stop. If you're looking to spice up your love life in the bedroom, make sure to go into adamandeve.com and put in the code CrazyTrain. That's crazy with a K. And get up to 50% off of most items and like 10 free goodies. Like, what's there not to, what's there not to love about that? Everyone likes free stuff. Night Scott, Night Eric, what photo? What photo? I don't know what photo there was, but yes. Thanks so much for hopping on tonight. Ooh, I'm going to go listen to some Crocus and start packing for Philly. I'm assuming most night, Jamal, it'll probably be more than likely the red dresses all weekend. I got to pack my jacket. I'm like hoping it stays warm in Philadelphia in that convention center. So maybe a space heater might be in order, but make sure you come by the table and subscribe to Veronica's pages on YouTube. She's Hardcore. And also on her Instagram. And make sure if you are liking my content here, subscribe to this YouTube page. Yeah, it's that simple. There's all kinds of content coming out. And this week on Wednesday, I have my interview with Anthony Cumia coming out on Crazy Train Podcast. That I'm taking a break for about a week, but I will have lots of content up here during the convention. Good night, everyone. And by the way, just remember, if you never have anything to do on a Monday night, you've got me. I'll be your date. Good night, Kevin. Good night, everyone. And don't forget what I always say, stay frosty.